Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's 5 minutes global news with DSNMD. In Nigeria today, I think this is just the breaking news. It just happened a few hours ago. The same Benue state in Nigeria, we're having the same killing. The president visited the state, the IGs of police, and the whole military officials. They visited the place to reassure the community that they'll be having some sort of protection. Yet, the same killing happened. Not just they killed this normal civilian, but they killed the police people that were there. They killed a lot of people. I think there was 4 or 7 police personnel that were dead today. So in situations like this that had to do with ethnic or tribal conflicts, identifying the problem, the major cause of the problem is, I think, it's one of the priorities that the government makes to address. What is triggering, like what is that situation? Is it the land? Obviously it ought to be land, or maybe some Benue people perhaps one certain time did something that those communities or those people that are attacking them are trying to retaliate on. Having to realize the core reason why this conflict is going on, I think, is crucial for providing solutions to this, because the more we see people killing each other and all that in Nigeria, it's really not ideal. We are battling the high price of livelihood. We all know that our government is really, they're not really productive when it comes to providing opportunities for the people. Everything is just going south, and now this killing, before you know it, Benue people might say, okay, let's go to war from there. It's a civil war. Any little thing can happen. The political people can use this as an opportunity to start talking about different things. So addressing this issue, to me, should be a priority for the government. All right, then, I will be speaking about this whole trending stuff about Asha and the girl in UNN, but I think that's really just to throw some light to it. Russia captures. Now this is international war. Russia has been fighting war with Ukraine for like a couple of years now. Iran and Israel started theirs, but it lasted for 7 days. A lot of casualties, but they have stopped through the help of Donald Trump. He's trying to broker peace in the Middle East, which is something that we need to be talking about when it comes to international peace. Now, Russia just captured a strategic mining hub that produces lithium in Ukraine. And that's a major blow to Ukraine. Now, what would you think about that? Russia has a huge manpower in Ukraine, although the European people and, part of the last administration, the United States was supporting Ukraine to defend themselves by providing some sort of ammunition. But the current president of the United States did not want that to prolong. So he's asking for peace for the both parties. But I think the same thing, every single conflict that happens, individual conflicts, family conflicts, nationwide conflict, international conflict, everything has the same formula to solving it. There is a problem that triggered that conflict. There's a misunderstanding, and that could be diplomatic in nature or political, or it could be ancient. But more majorly, the reason why conflict happens that lasts for long is just land, jurisdiction. So I believe that Russia and Ukraine issue is just it's something like that. So people need to look into it. I think the government needs to look into it. The president of the United States needs to look into it if they really want to provide solutions that would stop that killing. Now, let's go towards Israel and Iran. Thank God the war lasted for 7 days and it's over. Yeah, it's over, but there's something happening. Do you remember, I think in the middle 90s, United States and Russia did have what they call
Cold War.
A war, but it wasn't really pronounced. They call it
Cold War.
I think there's a name for that. They had this silent war that happened, where they were monitoring each other. They were trying to do different things to sabotage each other's ambitions and stuff. That is what will happen. I believe that's going to happen in terms of Iran and Israel. They would have some sort of non-pronounced war, but they hate each other. They've hated each other for a long time, even in the Bible time. But now it's going to be so enormous that each other will be fighting just to keep their own hatred going. And recently, there's a news that says Iran just sent their killer spies to Israel to target some sort of political leaders and who's not over there. Now, these are the things that Israel can actually do as well. So Iran are doing the same. Now, this news or this particular information is not really verified. Obviously, such like this would not be verified, but that is happening right now. And in the war that lasted for 7 days, this is what happened. Iran lost almost 900 people in that war. 900 Iranians died in that war. And Israel had a huge nationwide catastrophe, which is almost 31,000 buildings and cars and infrastructures were destroyed just for 7 days. And imagine if this thing lasted for like a long time. Now, that in itself needs to be avoided. So, okay, lastly, we're going to be talking about, we're going to go to the United States. There's a lot of things happening in the United States, everywhere in the world, but let's just go straight up to this. I don't know if most people would not really know about the man called Sean Combs, or aka Diddy, Puff Daddy, different names. He's actually battling his legal cases at this point. So it's almost coming to an end where the judge will determine if he's going for life imprisonment or, a couple of years. So regardless, we're seeing an unprecedented move that is happening. The jury that they called, I think they're saying one person out of the jury is just trying to make issues. He's saying he's not buying all the information, all the facts they've given to him, which is not supposed to be. A jury, I think one of the mandates of a jury is you're supposed to listen to whatever they're presented to you, assess it, then give to the judge your final verdict. Then the judge will be the one to say, okay, based on the facts provided and based on what I've seen and heard, this is the final verdict for this, for this case. But now it's happening that there's so many controversies going on around. Obviously, cases like this, people would put money, people would want to bribe people just, to talk good and talk heel. A lot of people hate Diddy. They don't want him to come out of this. They want him to go to jail and just rot there. Trust me, a lot of people do hate him. And a lot of people also do like him. They want him to come out to be stronger and all that stuff. So whatever that comes out of this, we wish you all the best. But remember, whatever you're doing in life, you might be strong today. Trust me, at a point in life, you would not be that strong anymore. Your position you're occupying today, someone will come tomorrow to occupy that. So you must be careful with what you do with your position. There's a lot of bad stories coming out of Diddy's, actions and inactions towards people. Right. So, but I wish him all the best, and I wish all the people who have gone through miseries around him, I wish you all the best as well, and healing as well. So, thank you so much for this. Is DS Nnamdi, 5 Minutes Global News, and stay tuned for more information. God bless you.